All right, welcome back. Last time I was here, I was in the secret consecrated snowfield, whatever, and let's see about staying close to the. I was curious that he's running away. Now that wolf means I'm probably in range of that wolf rider. I really have to. Maybe I need to stay further to the right. Basically, what I'm was about to say is I don't have any interest in dealing with this fight. So a couple things. You know, I record these. I put the frames per second counter back up. It's kind of rough to see against this background, but I was kind of curious how I was going to do. So, you know, as I was saying in the last one, I think the RTX 79, not the RTX, the Radeon 79 XTX was proving a little too much in a way. So this is the first one back on a 4080. So let me just see what my system. See, I don't know if I care about anti-aliasing. Maybe it helps with the stream, I don't know. I was just curious. Can you see a difference? I guess you can sort of see a difference. Yeah, so let me turn that back on. Basically what I'm going to find is that, you know, whatever I was getting with the other thing, I'm probably getting with this, and none of the things I actually do make any difference, etc., etc. But I do want to say at least that I feel like I'm not getting the flickering I was getting with the fog last session. I don't know if it on the stream, I don't know, because this kind of stuff is probably hard for streams to render. But I can tell you playing it, it's different. I appreciate that the Pro drivers have been updated much more recently. So this is using the Pro drivers for GeForce. I feel like I'm getting a pretty solid frame rate. But I did get a pretty decent frame rate before. Anyway. Curious what this is pointing me toward. I think this guy carrying something is worth hitting. Yeah, golden runes. Making a break for it with a cash box. And so in the end, I don't know if any of this is actually going to make any difference, but I feel like it might be just a perception thing. But we'll see how it goes. So apologies, you're going to get those pop-ups because I wanted to get the... I trusted it on Remnant, and Remnant seemed to put the frames per second up without the overlay. Elden Ring doesn't for some reason. I feel like I'm still mostly headed in the right direction. Maybe I've run out of room here. But again, you know, that's what I was whining about last time. Like, you know, I want to explore, but I don't want to deal with not being able to see. Like, if you want to point me towards something, I'm happy to go look for it. But this is... For me, it gets a little tedious. Now, we got here using, like, the way you're supposed to. We found the two halves of the secret blah-de-blah. But there is a way to cheat your way over, and I think it's, like, jumping off here somewhere. You can jump, and then it's sort of... You die, but it gives you the option to, like, respawn at a Stake America. And the Stake America is actually in this new area, so there is a way to get here. There is a way to get here without having to go through the hassles of the whole process. Now, I mean, not that it's crazy hard. You kind of have to hit some of these areas anyway, but... I'll be curious. So far I've gotten the snow to look, I think, correct. And I'm curious... Like, a couple of sessions ago, I had, like, a massive frame rate drop. That was not, like, the typical PC stutter. That was just... Suddenly my game was running at like 20 frames a second. So I'm curious to see how all this holds up. One downside to not having... Oof. I was going to say, to not having the bow and arrow ready to go is that those things get a little trickier, but I think I can still... fast roll with a bow and arrow, so maybe I should just load that thing up. I don't think my spells have the range to set that thing off or to disable it. It's crazy how quick the frostbite gets you, right? Let me put a bow here. And I might retreat and see if I can hit it from just below. Yeah, I'm still... There we go. Okay. I guess there's some things the bow could still do better. Alright. Okay, so it seems like it's a pretty quick run to the final boss, so that's not bad. Let's try up in the other room first. Or did something just drop, or was that a... Okay. Also trying a little better mic technique. See if I can avoid some of them plosives. So that thing looks like one of those boss cats we had like in early Weeping Peninsula, kind of. Like I knew it was there, and I still didn't keep an eye on it. I wonder if it keeps the things lowered as I left them, or does it reset the frost blower things? Okay, cool. It's actually not that great. Let's try... Not sure all three boulders are going to get off, though. That's my fear. Oh, look at that. All right, so we're going to deal with frost as well. All right, let me see about some medallions. I couldn't tell if the rock sling did pretty well, or if it was just... Oh, I don't need that. So first of all, let's get rid of that. Let's equip this, because frost and magic seems to be what I'm dealing with. Guard counters could be interesting. I don't know if we can counter that big cat, but we can... do a little of that, and then we can do... Whoops. Yeah, this one because we hit a lot. So hopefully that means... I guess I could do the one that like makes your spells use less, but whatever. And it still takes 5 swings though, so maybe that's not getting as much. Only skills though. Well, I guess I do use the skill on this a lot. Yeah, I don't know what the right move is here. You already got that going. Let's go maximum defense. I mean, I guess I could put the one on that negates, because we get frost and bleed. That might be a good one. Now I wonder... Stuck on a wall. The real question is basically, once if I run past him? Besides him trying to just beat on me. Nope. Is there anything up there, though? That's the question. I mean, I feel like I should take a... Oh, look at that. All right. I feel like the comet one does more. All right. So let's see. That's where we are on the map. I guess it's interesting that we sort of were underneath. Grave, you know, it's nice to pick up some of these higher, but again, like I never use those ashes. Maybe I should be, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with them. All right, let's see if we can get on top of this thing. Feels like there's got to be a way to get on this thing, right? Now I want that thing to walk into the frost to see if it... Or maybe you can't get up. Maybe it's just as simple as getting over to this passage. Curious, I was expecting something to drop from behind, but maybe not. Now, I wonder if this thing can fit through this opening. Yes. Now, given that, can I just do what I did the last time? Now, it doesn't seem to have the magical burst. So maybe it's not... I don't want to say it's not dangerous, but... maybe less so. Also realizing I don't need to overkill it this much. Let's just get these back so I can refill on the way. I wonder if they do better with blunt damage. Maybe the problem is I'm using a bleed weapon. See, like I feel like I should be pumping this one up. I could get this one higher. That's like 356. This is 300 on the left. 500. This is higher. So let's get that going. And see if it does anything. If these things respond to blunt differently. So the question is like, oop. Okay, so you need to, or do you? So I can't tell if it took 4 hits or 5. The other weapon takes 5. The blade. think I heard somewhere there's like 8 ancient dragon stones throughout the game. So that's how many weapons you can get to plus 10. And so I feel like, you know, if I'm sticking with magic, you know, you get the Moonlight Katana, maybe the Dark Moon Blade, maybe this. But maybe you save one for a couple of, like, the endgame weapon, maybe the Reichard's Blade. I don't know how many... I guess the question, what I'm trying to decide is, like, would I use one on this? Because you can't... Of course, I'm not sure where to go now. I doubt these are passages. Okay. I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Oh. That feels fair. I mean, not fair, but that doesn't surprise me. Now the question is, again, like, am I just running past everything? Now with that thing, I think I would want to use the katana just to have the extra option. What is that thing only at 8? Let's up that at least. That's a main weapon. I think I've got some runes I can fall back on to pay for it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if you're seeing any difference on your end, but yeah, I think it's been a much, not much better, but it's been a bit of a better experience on my end with this new hardware. Maybe that's just some Stockholm syndrome. Now she moved out here earlier. Did she keep? Oh yeah, she stayed out here. Let's see if she has anything new to say about her.
I see. You're...
Apparently not. Okay. Oh, right. I don't have any money. So I think the katana here is one we are definitely going to take all the way up. I don't think that's a stupid use of an ancient dragon stone, assuming I have... I don't know how much it costs. Let me start with this just so...
Lay out your arms.
Oh, I don't have a 9? Well, okay, that explains some things. Okay, so let's see strength and armament. Let's see what else I've got that can get some... the claymore. So now some of these things I could, you know, like I see like, sometimes I see people online with like a build of 2 of these, and I'm realizing I've never duplicated like the stuff I get from killing bosses to get both options. But yeah, what are you going to do? I don't care that much. I don't ever really rock like double. Okay, so I've got I'm not using the Bloodhound Fang though, so maybe that's not worth really getting into. I might be able to buy it. That's the wrong thing. That's not what I meant to do. Let's get this one up. This one's also at 8. This one's at 8 now. Okay. I think, can I buy 7? Not that I necessarily need that Uchigatana anymore, but what it can do is it can be Frost, and Frost is a really good, you know, Frost Bleed. That's a nice combo. So let's see if I can buy. I can't remember what bell bearings I've gotten. 6. Okay, so I haven't gotten 7. I need to go hunt those down. And let me just make sure. Did I get these guys to 10? That's a 10. What about Mimic? Got 7s. I thought I had some... I thought I had an ancient dragon, but maybe not. Mimic's at 8. Do I not have... I'd like to have Mimic and Tish at 10.
I see.
Okay, so it's just a matter of money. So let me burn some more. It's definitely going to be enough to get me 1, but probably not 2. So let me just... Not sure why I'm trying to be so precious with the Hero's Rune, but let's see how it goes. Oh, headless. Again, I feel like headless, not headless, Mimic and Tish are the only two we really need anymore. So anything else is just like, oh, would it be interesting to try this during this, blah, blah, blah. Which is why I was looking at this one. Like, Headless, I don't know if I'd ever use again. I feel bad saying that. This one might have some use with certain fights, but I'm not sure. Okay. All right, so we sort of know where we're going. I sort of know we can run past a lot of those big cats, and that's fine. Let's see if we can get past. Do we run past that sort of Millennia-looking guardian? My shield's up, so maybe that'll help a little. I do feel like, were we able to get the... I do feel like the flail does better against these. I feel like each hit was doing like 300. This is an 8 now, so it's going to do, let's see, 174, 146 is going to be 320 on the left, 320, 420, 503, 546-ish. It's pretty good. What does the katana do? 546 is... On the left is going to be 340-ish, 444. It's definitely in the ballpark. And I think it does better against the stone things, so. Sometimes I wonder... You know, this thing tiers with intelligence at an S. I mean, nothing's gonna 218, right? Like, how are you gonna beat that? 152 though is pretty high, but you can't upgrade it. That's why I'm wondering, like, what happens if you upgrade these things? What will any of them even come close to 250? Like, is a general staff better than one that really focuses on gravity? I have no idea. Okay, so I think I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to sort of skirt the left edge as soon as this fog dissipates. And just go for it. Now in this room, 1, 2, 3... So yeah, I'm doing, I think about 100 points-ish more per hit. I want to deal with this guy, just so he doesn't come from behind and shank me. Now, was there another guy up there that was throwing knives? Now it's interesting, this is scaling with intelligence at a BED. Let's see what the katana, BEC. So it's doing a little, this one scales a little better with dex, but. And again, once you get this up to 10, it's going to scale to strength of A, which I think is. Try guard counter, interesting, okay. Let's see if we can do that. Interesting. Okay. That's a lot more effective than I would have guessed. That's good to know. I wonder if like you can then... Could I have used that tactic back in that poisoned castle, which again, I don't know if I've done all of. Coming in hot. Trying to figure out, is this where the cat jumps down? Like the first one. Oof. Okay. Trying to do a guard counter, but that didn't work. That's frustrating. Fire. I don't have fire really as a intelligence magic instead of faith. Spells. So I gotta be careful because I might have changed the elevation of one of the... It'd be kind of cool if it got caught in the, I think I had to go this way, right? Need some distance to heal. That's what I was hoping for. There we go. Although I felt like this thing was more hurt. Yeah, you know, that is some great advice on the counter. Because I think I struggled when I was doing that poison. Alright, so how am I going to do this? First of all, can I... What does this thing do if I... Not sure I can lure him. What I'm wondering is maybe there's a way... It'd be tricky though, right? Okay, so that's not going to help necessarily with the thing down there yet. But maybe there's a way to do it here. Oh, that's messed up. Oh. Okay, I'm glad this is working to some degree because there was no way I was going to be able to tackle two. Now, could I... That's one. Is there still one left? They're both really hurt, so even if there's only one left, maybe I could last long enough to get a single shot in. What's my health? Full. Okay. Because that's two down. Okay, perfect. But still no indication of where I'm supposed to be going to open up that end boss. Lever ahead. Where? Okay, lever ahead. Yep, got those, but where's the lever? It's not necessarily frustrating. It's just like... Just sit there and you're like, where, you know, how can I be so obtuse as to miss? Like the one that I struggle, the couple that I've struggled with, one is like, you know, when they sort of reversed everything. And that's a tricky dungeon. The other one is when like I needed to lure the one thing into the light to kill it, and that's what unlocked the... That one was tricky too, but less because it was more because I felt like I did what I needed to do and it just didn't. Interesting. Okay, so there's another level to this, and I bet there we go. And it's just one of those things where you see the entry like, oh, of course. Whoop. Nope. All right, let's break for it. I think got 7. I mean, let's see what's up, right? If nothing else. Wow, 70,000. That's a level, I think, if I can. Let me go. I think I've picked up some runes, so let me go take care of that, get a level going. Probably could have fast traveled, so I just thought of that. Apologies, but what do I even need? Maybe that's the first step. Status, I need 77. Is this going to give me... Or did I just make it worse? That might be enough. Barely. Which is the perfect way to do it. That's when I figure getting close. 3 more levels and I've got those done. Alright, now there's literally maximum potions, minimum risk of soul loss should I get wrecked. Probably don't need backstab stuff, but oops. But let's go see what we're dealing with, and then I can adjust the medallions. Man, we've made what feels like very little progress. Apologies. My intention was to get through that sort of snow blind area. That was pretty good. So when I saw the video saying this is a great weapon, this is sort of what they... Because you could see, like, this guy who's probably got some susceptibility to magic was just getting wrecked by that that special ability of this weapon, because he was sort of standing still getting hit by a bunch of it. So I think I've got now... Like, that would get, like, a non-special ash all the way up to 10, but I'm not sure... I've heard good... Like I said, in some other video, I've heard some good things about the ones with tons of... Oh, another level. The one with, like, tons of shields. They can sort of mess with certain enemies sometimes. But I don't think any of them are going to compete with what Tish or Mimic can do. That was an easy level. All right. Need to figure out... I mean, I'm sure there's Somber Smithing Stone 9 somewhere out here, because we're getting into pretty high levels. But... So I'm wondering if I'm hearing a beetle. I don't know if you're catching on the audio cues, but... Or if that's just the ambient track. Might be the ambient track. Okay. Yeah, because these are pretty late-ish game areas that I'm in right now. So I'm worried that somewhere up here I'm going to run into like this ambush. It's like one of those giant red wolves. And I don't actually know where it is. I just know it's somewhere when you're going off the beaten path. It's just wolves. It's not... Maybe not too bad. Unless there's like 40 of them. Which there might be. Can you counter a wolf? See, my fear is that I'm about to walk into like the giant red. Yep. Because again, it's one of those things like I actually don't care, you know. Or is this something else? So I'm curious, like, is it just like a fixed range, or if you're further away, does it matter? Item ahead, but no precious item ahead. It's kind of a pretty good summary of a lot of this game, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, there's something there, but that's any open world game, right? Yeah, there's something there, but do you really need it? Probably not. So I shouldn't complain too much. Soundbar smithing. Oh, no, but I need 9s. But, you know, maybe that'll help somewhere. Okay, so I don't know where I am. Not sure what direction it's going. Is it going up? These footprints look like they're mine coming down. Now, is he just going to guide me back to where I just came from? That's the... Not concerned, but just in case. Sometimes they lead you to, like, caves, so... Sorry, trains in the background. Oh, interesting. Okay, I would not have... Oh, I'm glad I did this then. Smoldering butterfly. A rune arc, okay. Now this looks like a tower. Can I get a horse? It's interesting. Does it give you the chest, but then really it's giving you... Oh, okay. A shortcut. Sometimes you can get past those. Of course, now, can I get down safely? The answer might be no. This looks like it's as safe as it's going to get. Okay, so it's letting me summon, which is interesting. Now, if you have crystal darts, which I don't believe I do, but I think you can get those things to attack each other. Crystal darts 40. Yeah, there's certain things I think you can get to attack each other. I'm just curious. Oh, those are... Okay. Yeah, I'm curious where the book is that sort of explains, like, hey, this is what you need to get them to fight each other. Okay, that's what I think it's telling me. I don't know what I'm looking at. So I'm happy to get them to fight each other. I just don't see... Like, I just killed one. Was that my one shot? Wasn't it crystal? I'm talking to you like you can answer my question. I thought it was crystal darts. No, no, no. Oops. Well, I guess I'm probably going to get another memory slot, and then maybe I'll break this session. We'll stop for this session and keep going from here. Because again, like my goal was to get out of this fog. You know, there's still the caravan I haven't gotten to. But I did do a dungeon. I did... Oh, interesting. I was expecting Interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay, what would I give up? At some point, do I give up this seal to have, you know, because like the bonuses to stats like strength and dex are nice, but I'm not that guy anymore. So I think it'd be better to have sorceries. But does that affect my... Nope. I'm still wearing the armor. I'm still... In time, I should probably see if I can pull off the scaled armor as I up my endurance to 30. Because I think that had slightly better stats overall. But, yeah, you know what? Let's call it here, and we'll pick it up next time. So thanks again. And, yeah, you know, some progress. Not the progress I expected, but... Any progress is good progress. So take care.